Mark of the Beast and the Covenant with Many. Has it been confirmed? We explore what's really happening today on Makayo Messenger. Welcome to Makayo Messenger. It's great to be with you all today. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and it just gets better and better what's going on in the world, and I'm excited to share with you today. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and all the good bells and whistles. And if you can, we are a ministry, and we rely on your support to do what we do. So if you can help us out that way, you'll find the links in the description to do so. But guys, it keeps on ticking here. I mean, you got to just praise the Lord that you're living in the end times. Woohoo! End times. All right. And it's just got to get you fired up and excited to know that you have been chosen. You are chosen. You know, many people wanted to live in the end times, and God chose you to live in the end times. Isn't that nice? Other people wish they could see these times and live through them, and you are living through it, man. You are seeing it unfold as never before. It's unbelievable. So be sure to check out, we're continuing our series here on the Mark of the Beast in 666. Be sure to check out our playlist that it continues to grow as more and more things connect to it. The Mark of the Beast 666, you can find that on our website, or on our channel, I should say. Yes, indeed. Well, you may remember this came up a while ago, back when things first started to surface a couple years ago. And if you notice, it just happens to come out to be the term certificate of the poisonation of the I to the D, right? It just happens to be that, as we've already shared before, the CORONA also just happens to equal 666, also kind of interesting. So everything just kind of just happens to go along this way. Well, we're going to see that they have not given up on this concept. It's not like they just presented it and we all said, haha, we caught you. And they're like, oh, you caught us. We're not going to do it now. No. They're still going to do it. They're still pushing forward with the plan, guys. This is not something where, obviously we should be aware of it. We should try to stop it in whatever way we can. But keep in mind, in Revelation 13, he says the beast also forced all people. Okay, so this wasn't something they chose to do. It wasn't something they wanted to do. It wasn't something they were excited to do. It wasn't something they maybe even knew what they were doing, but they were forced to do it. Forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands and on their foreheads. Now, eventually, there will be such a mark. We haven't quite gotten to that phase of it yet, but it's all part of the 666 plan. And if you don't think so, it's a good chance you may be deceived, as the Bible tells us. Many will be deceived. And so deceived means you think, no, it can't possibly be the mark, and yet it is. So that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Well, in Revelation 18, this is Revelation 18, and I know we've gone over some of this before, but just kind of a reminder, and if you're new to this, in Revelation 18, it talks about what's going on in front of us right now. And it says, for your merchants were the leaders of the earth, for all the nations, okay, all the nations were led astray, okay, they were led astray. Okay, so it's presented to you as something that's good. It's presented to you as something that, oh, this is going to help you, right? They're not going to sell it to you as something that's the mark of the beast. They're not going to sell it to you like that, obviously, right? They're not going to say, hey, get your mark of the beast. Get your mark of the beast here. I mean, eventually, once they come out of the closet completely and they get you to bow down to the image and everything, yeah, eventually it'll come to that. But right now, you're being led astray by your D-R-U-G-S's. D-R-U-G-S's. Yep, that's what it says in the Bible in Revelation 18. If we break this down in the actual Greek, it says all the nations were deceived, okay? Deceived, key word, deceived, all right? Meaning you're not going to think it's the mark, okay? You're not going to think it's the mark. You're going to be deceived. You're going to think, no, that can't possibly have anything to do with it. Oh, no, of course not. It says they were deceived by your, and the word is farm of the Achaia. And I'm not talking about the store where you get cheap furniture. I'm talking about this word here that actually means the use of or the administering of drugs's. It also means poisoning, hence the reason I often use that term, because that's actually what it means. Poisoning, and that's actually what they're doing. So yes, some have mentioned, well, this is a culling. Yes, that's part of it, but they're also testing out all their different formulas, right? You are the guinea pig, and they're testing it all out on you. Isn't that nice of them? So so you are the Hugh man of the trial, and they are testing it out on you. So isn't that nice? And it says it's also, another word for this is med of the K of the shun, or farm of the sea, and so forth. Now, if you look at the original root word on this, I thought this was kind of cool. As cool as it can be when they're trying to destroy you. Far to the mac to the use. Okay. Now, this is the person who prepares it. It says one who prepares or uses these, and if you go down here, it's the farm of the akan, and it says a druggist, or the far of the ma of the cyst, or the poisoner. I like that. Yeah, that about says it right there. So, if you translate this word, go ahead and put it in translate, and you will see that's exactly what it means. So it's not sorcery and magic and all this, but they didn't know, Think about it. You're having a vision, and you see people mixing potions, what you think are potions, together because it's liquids, and that's all you understand in your, first century thinking. So you have no idea about all the capabilities of what different liquids can do. And so you're putting it all in that association, right? So you're thinking, well, it must be witchcraft or something like that. Well, you could argue that it is of sorts, but this is how it's being played out. So, excuse me. So recently, they had what's called the G of the 2 of the 0, the BALI Summit. And this is the 17th meeting of the group of tyrannical demons who want to destroy your life, okay? And they're getting together. They're not elected by anybody. I mean, no one said they could get together and make these decisions. They're just going ahead and doing it. Yeah, because that's what dictators do. That's what tyrants do. So anyway, they just got together recently here in November. And here's some of the wonderful people you should be praying about for repentance and for God to deal with as he will. Just want to run them by you, see? You see all these wonderful people. Hey, thanks, Bob Truth News. Thanks for subscribing there. Appreciate that. So check out these lovely folks. Aren't they just, they just want to see you 6 feet under. Isn't that nice of them? So these are all the people you should be putting in your prayers for God to do something, to work some miracles here and stop these people from doing the evil that they are a-doing. Man, look at them all. Oh. And, of course, at the bottom, you have some lovely... There's a lot of candidates in here. Oh, by the way, for our candidates for the Antichrist series, there's probably a lot in this collection here. Not to mention the people who aren't even publicly recognized but also show up at those meetings, like Mr. O and others. In any case, they got together at this meeting, and they put together a little fun little agreement, a covenant, if you will. Now, has it been just signed or confirmed? We can talk a little bit about that. But it's a very interesting little covenant they got here. Now, if you go up here, I just want to show you, this is what the American government has put out, okay? This is what they signed, okay, on November of the 16th, 2022. Okay, this was signed and agreed to by all those wonderful leaders who just have your best interests at heart. They're really thinking about you. They care about you. They care very deeply, very, very deeply. And there's a section here, number 2.3. You want to check this out. You can go online right now and search this up if you like. But this is the number of the section. Be sure to check that out. It says, we recognize the need for strengthening local and regional health product manufacturing capacities in cooperation, as well as sustainable global and regional research and development networks to facilitate better access to V of the T of the D's globally. Notice they don't spell that out. Especially in developing countries. And underscore the importance of public-private partnership and technology transfer and knowledge sharing on voluntary and mutually agreed terms. We support the W to the H to the O to the M to the R to the N to the A poison technology. Okay, transfer hub, as well as all the spokes in all regions of the world with the objectives of sharing technology, technical know-how, and voluntary mutually agreed terms. We welcome joint research and joint production of poisons, including enhanced cooperation among developing countries. We acknowledge the importance of shared technical standards and verification methods under the framework of such and such to facilitate. Okay, now here's the jugular, right? So they're going to do all this to facilitate seamless international travel. Okay, so this is where it begins, guys. Just like they often use the entertainment world to kind of, get you to, hey, scan your finger to go into the park, and, all these kinds of things to kind of condition you to just accept this mark. And so here is how it's going to begin. It's going to begin with international travel, then eventually become domestic travel. Then pretty soon you won't be able to leave your house without having one of these that you scan before you exit your front door. But in any case, it starts here with international travel, interoperability, the recognizing digital solutions and non-digital solutions, including proof of poisonations. Okay, there it is. There it is, baby. Right there. Now, all those guys signed this now. They confirmed this covenant. Now, you could argue maybe the Antichrist can come along and confirm it. But they signed it. They signed it, and this is what they're agreeing to. That for starting with international travel, they're going to require you to have proof of poisonation. Okay? We support continued international dialogue, collaboration, and the establishment of trusted global digital health networks as part of the efforts to strengthen prevention and response to future scams that should capitalize and build on the success of the existing standards and the DIGITAL of the C to the O to the V to the I to the D to the 1 to the 9 certificates. There it is, that word certificate. Wait, didn't we just see that somewhere? Oh yeah, that's right. Certificates. Oh, yes, and all the quote-unquote fact-checking sites all claim, no, that would never happen. But those are, of course, all run by the same people who are making this happen. So once again, guys, for your international travel, you will need to have a proof of poison. And it says it should build on the success of existing standards, and it should build on this new standard. Isn't that nice? Now, when was this signed? Well, they don't do anything but by the numbers. It just happened to be signed exactly 666 days from the day Mr. B, the current representation of the Western Antichrist, you could say. He's filling in right now. Others are really pulling the strings. But in any case, it happened exactly 666 days from the day he took office. You think that's a coincidence? You think it just happened? It happened that day? I mean, the conference took place over several days, but they chose this day of all days to bring in the mark. To take the mark to the next level, I should say. We've already brought in the mark. They're just taking it to the next level, taking it to the next level. And Daniel 9 says, then he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he shall bring an end to sacrifice and offering. And on the wing of the abominations shall be one who makes desolate, even unto consummation, which is determined is poured out on the desolate. Again, it says he shall confirm a covenant. Now, this covenant's already been made. Now, confirming doesn't necessarily mean originating it. It might already be there in existence, and he just comes along and confirms and say, yep, that's what we're going to do. And he sticks with that. So there you go, guys. Something to consider. And if you haven't already, be sure to become a subscriber at our ministry website where we do more straight-up Bible study. And it'd be great to have you be part of that as well. Guys, loving you. Wishing you all the best, all the blessed. I'll probably be back with more videos today. That's my hope. So I hope to see you guys soon. Beyond the moon, in the clouds, in heaven, being saved and protected from all the madness going on earth. But may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Wishing you all the best, all the blessed, and Maranatha.